I'm often asked, am I too old to learn how to play guitar? And I always answer, absolutely not. Age does not matter. What matters is, do you have time in your schedule for daily practice? I'll take you back to when I first learned to play guitar. Now, I wasn't really passionate about it. Didn't have proper instructions, but still had my Conrad guitar in the bedroom, along with my Harmony practice amplifier and my new wall fuzz. I'll take you back there. Here I am sitting on the edge of the bed, looking around for something to do. To my left is this big poster from the Bonnie and Clyde movie, and I'm looking directly into the windshield of an old Ford. Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty are staring back at me just moments before getting blown away. Nice. Childhood memories. On the wall over there by my closet, there are 4 psychedelic pictures of the Beatles that I cut out from Life magazine and tacked to the wall. So I'm sitting there on the edge of the bed, bored, trying to decide what to do. The first thing I think about is, wonder what my friends are up to. So I start to grab my iPhone to go on Facebook, then remember, the iPhone hasn't been invented yet. Neither is Facebook. Okay, maybe I'll play the video game. That sounds boring because, well, the reason I said the video game is because at the time there was only one video game, Pong. It was fun, but quickly got boring. Why couldn't someone invent Pac-Man or Donkey Kong or even Space Invaders? Okay, no video games. I can watch one of my favorite TV shows. I'm sure that I've got something good recorded, so I look around the room for the remote. I have a hard time keeping track of the remote, as most people do, but today I have a good excuse. This remote hasn't even been invented yet. So now that I've exhausted all the other choices, there's my guitar and amp in the corner. Might as well go on the internet to download some Tab, but I realize, yes, you're with me here, right? The internet hasn't even been invented yet. Even Tab, although I understand it existed, nobody told me about it, and there definitely weren't any of my favorite songs published with Tab. So there's my Electric Ladyland album by Jimi Hendrix. Might as well try to listen and learn. This is the difference between when I learned to play guitar and those of you that have begun learning later in life. I had plenty of time to practice. So tip number 9, how to master guitar, is create your own program. You are being programmed. There are people working full-time to capture your attention, time and money. Facebook wants to know everything about you. Your participation in the Facebook program gives their advertisers, like me, valuable information about you. Video games reward you with a move to the next level and a shiny object for the reward. TV shows aren't called programs for nothing. They are programming you to watch and spend. Tip number 9 wants you to take a hard look at how you are being programmed by others and find space for a little of your own programming. Playing guitar has its rewards. They are more subtle than blowing away an entire galaxy in a video game, but these rewards are still quite special. So, take a look at your schedule to see how time can be allotted to create consistent space for your guitar playing habit. This won't happen without you making some difficult choices and sticking to the plan you create. Now it's time to continue the Metal Method program. Exercise 1 is an important fundamental technique called hammer-on, or just plain hammer. It's not difficult. I'll demonstrate with a hammer onto the first string, 3rd fret. The first note is picked, and the second note sounds without picking. I am hammering onto the second note. You must learn how to hammer the fret with the tip of your ring finger. Hammer onto the second note hard enough to sound the note without picking the second note. The hammer on must be so solid that it sounds as if I'm picking the second note. I have explained the leverage gained by the twisting motion between the first finger and thumb for the bar chord. With the hammer on, I feel the leverage or twisting motion between the hammer finger, and I'm using the ring finger as an example, but you can also use the middle finger or even the pinky. To show you what I'm feeling, try this. Pull up with your hand against the neck and push down with your finger to clamp the finger as hard as possible to the neck. So I'm pulling up this way, I am using a twisting motion to hammer that finger really hard into the neck of the guitar. The only way that I can force it into the neck of the guitar is by using this twisting motion. This is an exaggeration so you can feel where leverage is applied to hammer the finger solidly onto the string. Here's exercise 1 played very slowly. Here's exercise 1 with the animated tab. Exercise 2 is an excellent finger exercise to develop finger dexterity with all 4 fingers of the fretting hand. One of my first guitar instructors, Andy Ketterman, taught me this one. Andy died at a very young age in a traffic accident. I've shared this exercise since the first version of my Metal Method course in the early 80s and always considered it as something Andy unintentionally shared with the world. Play this one all the way up to the 12th fret, then back. I call this 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, because as you see, these are the fingers that I'm using. Open, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. 0. Keep doing this same movement, moving up or down the neck, 1 fret with each repetition. For this to be most effective, do it on a different string each day. Here is the exercise at 80 beats per minute. "80 beats per minute may be too fast for you. If so, adjust the metronome to your comfort level. This isn't about speed, yet. Don't play it any faster than you're able to do so without making mistakes. Over time, gradually increase the tempo. The vibe of exercise 3 is from Neil Young's Southern Man. Since it's my own take on this classic progression, I thought I would call it either Southern Guy or possibly Southern Dude. Went with Southern Guy. I'm showing how to change the note on the first string for a great acoustic guitar sound that's similar to many other songs. Here's exercise 3 with the tab. Exercise 4 isn't an exercise, it's a chord chart. This includes the most common open chords. Now, this chart is intended to show all of the open chords that you've learned and a few you haven't. As I was putting it together, I decided to focus on how I play these chords instead of showing some of these as open chords that I never play. I wanted to make this a practical list. I'll show you what I mean. In previous versions of the course, I showed the F open chord played like this. I do play it like that sometimes, especially when changing from an open C to the F. It works because the fingering is so similar. This chord change is very easy for me. Now, many beginners find this F to be difficult to play. So I chose to include the F bar chord. Notice that it's the exact same chord on the first 4 strings. It's just easier for some people to play. An open B chord is usually taught like this. I don't play that voicing because the B bar chord includes the exact same notes. In past revisions of the course, I included a bunch of chords that I seldom play. Some of them I even had to look up to put the chart together. Full disclosure. This time around, I decided that's silly. These are the chords that I play most often. Here's exercise 4 with the tab. Exercise 4 is a chord chart. You will not be able to play these at the tempo listed in the tablature, so don't get stuck here. Set this chord chart aside and review it as you progress through the course. As you learn songs that include these chords, they will become much easier to play and remember. And honestly, you won't need to know them until you're actually using them. Still keep reviewing exercise 4 in the weeks to come until you can play these easily from memory. See you next week.